Hello, beautiful beings and conscious co-creators. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another sitting in my closet video with a recent download that I really wanted to talk to you guys about. If you haven't seen the first video, I'm going to link it in the description box and put it in the tags above this video. And I kind of explained in that video how these little closet videos that I'm doing or planning on doing, I don't really have plans for them, but they're right off the top of my head. They're not scripted. They're not planned. So please forgive me if they don't come out as fluid as they want. It's really just me wanting to have a conversation with you. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about belief. The last video we talked about faith, and I want to now move further into the belief, because oftentimes the faith is backed by what it is that you believe in. And so I don't want to skip over that. I challenge you guys, if you don't have this yet, I challenge you guys to find a belief in something that is unwavering. And what I mean by unwavering, I mean something that you believe in so much to the point where if everything, sorry if you hear that car, if everything around you, let's close the door. If everything around you is pointing to the opposite, it still wouldn't matter, because you know in your heart of hearts that whatever you believe in will come to fruition. It'll come to pass. It'll happen. You'll experience it, what have you. That's what I mean by belief. And it's possible that some of you guys may be ignoring that belief, but then you're trying to figure out why you're not content with your life, why you're not at peace with your life, why it always feels like there's something missing, even though you feel like you have everything you need, or even though you feel like you're doing a good job. And it's because you're satisfying something. You're satisfying something that is probably someone else's belief. You're living someone else's dream and desire. You know, not to get too deep with you guys, but I want you guys to consider the following. Imagine if there was a person or a family who decided that they were smarter than everyone else, and because of that, they were going to use their intelligence to leverage against people who don't know any better, against people who are at a disadvantage, against people who are just trying to survive. And imagine that family created infrastructures that caused these people to believe that they needed to live a certain way in order to get a certain thing, and that they should ignore any inner feelings that they have about doing something against the status quo, because you're either going to result in failure, or it's not possible, or there is no land flowing with milk and honey, there is no gold pot at the end of the rainbow. What if this family made it their mission to constantly condition and reiterate generations after generations after generations to these people that you should just be content and complacent with what we're giving you. Don't ask for more. Don't desire more. And in this family, well, they beat this idea into our ancestors' heads, and it's just been passed down to the point where this generation now is still in this cycle. Imagine that within this whole plan, you come along and you decide, I know that this family is telling everybody that they have to be, let's just say, factory workers. Let's just throw out an example. They want everybody to be factory workers. And my grandmother was a factory worker. My grandfather, my great-grandfather and mother were factory workers. My mom and my dad were factory workers. My aunts, uncles, everyone I know is a factory worker. And I know that that's what I'm supposed to do. I know that that's what I was taught to do. They trained me for this. I know all of that. However, I really, really feel like I'm supposed to sing. And I know it goes against everything that I was taught, but I feel strongly, for some reason, I can't explain it. I don't know why. I don't know where it's coming from. I couldn't even tell you, but all I know is that every time I go to the factory, I keep thinking about singing. I keep daydreaming about singing. What do I do? A lot of us are in that position where everything around you logically is telling you to be a factory worker, but you're ignoring that inner, most connected part of you, really, and not you as in the thing that you identify as. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about you when it comes to your government name. I'm talking about you, the soul, not the body. And we have to stop ignoring what our soul is telling us to do. We have to stop allowing fear to create the path for us to follow. So I use that example to say a lot of times we don't go against the status quo when we really should. And we think that, oh, well, all these bad things are going to happen. And it's not like that. So for what I was saying earlier about your beliefs and you being firm in your belief system, I know without a shadow of a doubt that I am supposed to live a life where I don't work for people. I know without a shadow of a doubt that I am supposed to live a life where I can move around freely. That I determine my schedule. That I determine how little or how much I work. And it's not about you figuring out what you want by watching at other people do it or looking for someone else to tell you what to do. It's about what you feel deeply. Because some of you guys feel deeply about traveling the world. I don't. I don't want to travel the world. I have no desire to do that. But some of you feel convicted in that, and you should consider what that looks like. Now, obviously, I'm not going to tell you what to do because we all have freedom of choice to an extent. But some of you I just have concern over because you're allowing your life to happen for you. You're allowing entities to decide who you're going to be, how you're going to show up. And you're allowing that because you're afraid that if you step out, you'll fail. But failure is only when you are so fearful that you don't do anything. Failure is when you allow something to happen and you stay down, you don't get back up. That's failure. If something happens and you mess up, if you learn the lesson, it's not a failure. So I challenge you guys to even redefine what failure means to you. Redefine what fear means to you. And reevaluate what it is that you truly feel convicted to do. And I mean convicted in all aspects. Some of you guys are holding back apologies that you should be giving to people. And you feel convicted. You feel as if you should go and do that. You feel that way, but you're not allowing yourself to. And we prevent ourselves from doing the things we feel the most convicted about. We prevent ourselves from doing the things that we truly believe in because of ego, because of fear, because of pride. And those three things alone are the greatest weapons against the soul. So when I say, I believe without a shadow of a doubt I will be successful, that I walk in abundance, that I don't want for anything. When I say I believe that, that means that there is nothing that could possibly happen that would deter me from feeling that way. The lights in my house could be turned off tomorrow because of non-payment, and it still would not shake up my belief. Now, do I need to go and address the lights? Yeah. Does that mean that I'm a failure? Abso-freaking-lutely not. I'm not a failure. And I refuse to adapt that ideology, because all that's trying to do is prevent me from getting to the place that I'm supposed to be, because it's a journey. It's a journey, and it's not easy, and it won't be for the faint of heart. But it's not designed to be that way. All of our journeys are meant to test us, to try us. Our soul came here to have experiences. And I just personally believe that I owe my soul enough allowance to go out and do those things. I came here for a reason. And I have learned that I did not come here personally to work a 9-to-5. I learned that I did not come here personally to have someone tell me how to live my life. And I want you guys to figure out what it is that you came here to do. It really, this is not going to be a popular opinion, but that's fine. It really shouldn't matter what anyone else has to say about it. It really shouldn't. Society tells me that I should be responsible, and then they define what responsibility looks like, and then they want me to say, okay, I'll do that then. But see, I'm a critical thinker, so I challenge everything that I was told. I challenge everything that I was taught to just accept. I challenge it. I study, I read, I think, and I meditate. And if there is a greater truth, then that's what I go off of. I don't blindly follow anything or anyone. And you shouldn't either. You're a conscious creator. Why are you following other people? And how is that helping your life right now? I believe that everybody should get what they believe they deserve. But it starts with you believing it first. So that's my message. I so hope that it resonated with just at least one of you guys. If it helped at least one of you guys decide to take a more conscious and productive step in the direction of following your dreams, listening to your desires, your soul, and standing firm in your beliefs. If just one person decides to do that from my message, from any of the things I've said on my channel, ashe, then my work is done. My intentions were received, and I'm grateful to Spirit for that and allowing me to connect with you guys. If you like these kind of videos, or if you like, if I vibe, if you vibe with the kind of person that I am, the kind of entity that I am, then feel free to hit the subscribe button. If you like, you can hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on my content. And I will see you guys in another video. Okay, bye guys.